Elijah looks like he's having a good time already. See how this works. Touch gloves in the middle. Here we go.
Okay.
Came out with a little low kick.
If you get guillotine in, blue corner.
Elijah has him pinned up. Elijah has Cherry pinned against the ring in his own corner up against the gate.
Cherry looks very calm. I'm looking directly at his face. He looks very calm, like he's not threatened at all.
Now, and remember, we talked about this. Every part of your body right now is working.
Unless you're seasoned and you're just putting weight on your opponent.
Both guys
inside knees.
Trying to gain in some position here. Now, for you, does this irritate you when you're a fighter? Does this get to the point where you're like, come on, man, let's do something else?
No, because I've great upper body strength for my weight class, so this will usually end up somebody going to the ground.
Okay.
That's where judo comes in. Your wrestling will come in.
Now we're talking about throwing around 205 pounds.
Yeah, that's a little different. But if you're 205, that's what you should be lifting.
Yeah, you should be able to bench your weight, right?
For sure. You should be able to deadlift a lot more than your weight.
That's a good right knee.
Good right knee by Cherry.
Gbollie's in the red. Gbollie threw that last knee, and Cherry's on with his back against the fence here. It's hard for Cisco and I to see it when they're right over top of us.
It is, especially with this size. It's scaring me a little bit.
Gloves, and we got two big giants standing over top of him. It's tough to see what's going on.
Needs to get off the cage. The ref might have to separate himself. Okay. Gbollie goes for the takedown. He's got him. Almost down. He's got his butt on him now.
This is where you get into the GCA has some new referees tonight. Now, Josh Peters, of course, is a great fighter, great trainer, but his first time he's being observed as a referee this evening. So we'll have to see what happens with Josh here, especially when you get a couple of big boys in the ring.
And Josh is a ground guy, so you might let this go a little longer. He's a ground belt in BJJ.
Right hands by Gbollie to the ribs here. A little bit slow action that we're used to, at least the last couple of fights.
To the big guys, they got to save their energy.
And we say that.
Punch can stop this.
Yeah, we say that, and they're both working as hard as they can right now. Both of them within.
I think Elijah just threw his hands up like, when are they going to stand us up?
Yeah. So now we're just sitting here looking at both guys less than 12 inches from Cisco and I as they're right here in front of us.
Just hoping his cage isn't break.
Yeah. Good flow. Gbollie just picked him up and threw Cherry to the ground.
That was great speed.
That might have saved the round for Gbollie.
He's got the round now. As long as Cherry doesn't reverse himself right now.
There it is, the end of round number one. Cherry on his back has to get up. Gbollie moves around, and both guys.
Gbollie definitely stole that round with about 12 seconds left.
Yeah, good pick, ready to roll. I can tell you from being out in the cage as Josh Peters starts round number two here, as both fighters square into the middle, that there are little places around the edge that uneven underneath.
Yeah, I mean, these big guys come here and they slam themselves.
Yeah.
Good kick by Cherry.
But the cage is still in pretty good shape, and it's never collapsed or stopped on us or anything. But when you're walking around out there, a lot of people don't know what it feels like. And there's a little spot over there on that far side that it's risen just a little bit.
Has it? I've been in this cage. Maybe I just never go to the side.
Yeah. But it's not like it's a soft mat either.
Yeah.
Like when you get tossed.
That was a great takedown. Set it up perfectly.
Two knees to the ribs from Gbollie to Cherry on the ground, and he did set him up.
Cherry started getting real cocky. I don't know what he was doing, dropping his hands, and Gbollie went in there and went in for the takedown. Josh just pulled Cherry's hand off of Gbollie's shorts. Got to do that on the opposite side of where the ref is and trying to get away with it.
Those right hands to the ribs, though, those aren't just for looks.
And this 205 pounds coming down.
You getting clubbed right there. Now, Cherry trying to guard, trying to get his hands in there. So, but that head buried into the chest is exactly what you want to see.
It is. He just wants to control him, put him against the cage, punch every once in a while so the ref doesn't stand him up and just walk away with his round again.
Yeah. And as long as they keep moving, Josh shouldn't stop him.
I never really agree with this. Because if you're not connecting, you're leaving yourself open. If you go good ground guy. He's going to sweep you.
I don't know why if Cherry would come up with a couple of up kicks.
Or even just go for a sweep, grab his ankle, sweep him.
Yeah.
Where Cherry doesn't really look like BJJ practitioner.
Well, what he looks to me is tired.
Yeah.
And hurt. He took a pounding, and we talk about 205 pounds getting thrown.
It's not just 205 pounds getting thrown, it's 205 pounds getting thrown with 205 pounds landing on it.
Yeah.
That takes a lot out of you.
That's a couple of big boys landing on the cage, and we were just talking about that the mat's not as thick as everybody would like it to be.
Yeah.
And underneath that is just wood.
Yeah, but you know, stay on top. You won't have to feel that the mat. That's what I get told when I go back to my corner.
That sounds like a coach.
Yeah.
That sounds like a coach right there.
Coach at the bottom. Stop letting people slam you.
Right. Cherry just kind of looking around, trying to get some advice from his corner. Maybe a little blood coming from the left side of Cherry's face there.
He's taking a lot of, well, maybe not a lot, but he's taking some damage. He still looks very calm in there.
Yeah. Josh is going to stand him up.
I don't know about that.
Now, let's see if we get him stand up, and let's go.
Cherry walks away to get himself some time.
Gbollie kind of out of control on there.
Out of control. He connected, but
still out of control.
Contact fell out. I don't know why they're looking for him. Maybe he needs to look a little less calm.
Yeah, let's get aggressive. Here's the start of the fight.
Definitely.
This one started off a little different. Didn't hear the bell. Josh just said, let's go. You know, it was like, hey.
Line that punch up in Alaska. I think everyone saw that one coming.
I do too. Here we go to the ground again.
But he does have maybe an arm in guillotine. I can't really see. Doesn't look like it's tight. No, it's not tight at all. And now he has him in guard with the head in. All Gbollie needs to do is turn his chin. He's out. Now he's up against Cherry's up against the cage on his back. He's just gonna take more punches. Body, head. That guard's opened up.
We hear that a lot, body, head, and I mean that's just.
Yeah, you go body, drop his hand, touch him to his face.
And I would
see
just
the scarring.
Yes.
Cherry's rib cage. I just got yelled at for what the judges did.
Was I getting yelled at?
Yes, we were. I don't think she knows the difference between a judge and a commentator. Yeah. That's fine, though. Her boy showed a lot of heart.
I think Alba Mercer won if she wants to come and talk to me again. I didn't want her yelling and screaming in the mic.
Oh, the up kick just hurt him.
I'm telling you, that up kick, it catches folks. And now Gbollie looks pissed off.
Yeah. But Cherry, I don't know what he's thinking.
If Cherry should have got up and been the aggressor on this. This is round 3, and he has to make a move.
He knows he's down 0-2.
Yeah.
This fight is looking a lot like round 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Gbollie's going to come around, pass again.
To me, Sean Cherry just looks like he's surviving.
Yeah,
he's not trying to win.
He doesn't want to lose
rather
than want to win.
Right. He's just trying to make sure he doesn't tap out or get knocked out.
Exactly. He just wants to go to a decision.
Right.
That's rib. His rib cage is getting destroyed.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he cracked a rib in there.
And his face.
Okay. Seeing a lot of damage to his rib cage. Cherry's definitely just laying there hoping not to lose until the judges decide.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to come down to the card, and of course the aggressor's been Gbollie, and I'd be shocked if they turn this one. I mean, his rib cage is changing colors.
Yes,
it's changing colors, and
I wouldn't be surprised if it's a crack rib in there.
Yeah, and that's I don't understand. People maybe sometimes don't understand how long that takes to heal.
A long time.
And like it hurts to breathe, it hurts to sneeze,
to laugh,
walk,
wake up,
yes, roll over.
Yeah.
So, good up kick. Look, and I don't know what Sean Cherry's all mad about. You know what I'm saying? He caught him with an up kick twice, but that's the only 2 things he's caught him with.
Should have got him after the first up kick instead of running his back.
Yeah, he should have got up and started fighting. Well, that's the end of round number 3. We'll see how this one goes here when I get up in the cage.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have the card here scored by the judges. A unanimous decision. Out of the red corner, Elijah Gbollie. Good job, gentlemen.